Respected sir and madam, and my dear friends, a pleasant good morning to one and all. Myself K. Shanantesh Roy. I am pursuing 10th grade at Loksit tutorial. Today I want to present interesting seminar in front of great people like you. Now I want to say complete seminar about reproduction. Do you know what is reproduction? Yes, the process of producing young ones again and again is known as reproduction. Do you know how many types of reproductions is there? Yes, the reproductions is two types. One is sexual reproduction, another one is asexual reproduction. Yes, do you know what is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction means the process of producing young ones by the involvement of two parents is known as sexual reproduction. Next one is asexual reproduction. The process of producing young ones without involvement of two parents is known as asexual reproduction. Do you know how many types of asexual reproductions are there? Yes, it is 6 types. One is binary fission, multi-fission, fragmentation, parthenogenesis, budding, and regeneration. These are the 6 processes which are involved in say asexual reproduction. First one is binary fission. Binary fission means the process of producing young ones by means with the involvement of two daughter cells is known as binary fission. Next, multi-fission. Do you know what is multi-fission? Multi-fission means the process of producing young ones more than two is known as multi-fission. Next one is parthenogenesis. Do you know what is parthenogenesis? Parthenogenesis means the process of producing new ones without involvement of two parents. It was developed by only one parent is known as parthenogenesis. Example of parthenogenesis is watermelon. Next one is budding. The process of producing young ones by buds is known as budding. Next, the last and final one is regeneration. Regeneration means the process of producing young ones newly without any qualities which belongs to parent cells is known as regeneration. Now, to know the budding examples, that do you know what are stolons? Stolons is the types of vegetative propagation. Do you know what is vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation means the process of producing new ones through the stems, leaves, and the branches of the plants is known as vegetative propagation. Do you think what are the how the plants will produce young ones through branches, stems, and leaves? Do you think? Example, the banyan tree. When you cut the branch of the tree on the time, the new plant will produced from that banyan tree. It is known as vegetative propagation. These all types of stolon, tuber, bulb, and etc. will be produced through in the vegetative propagation. The examples of stolons are jasmine, strawberry. Example of bulb is onion. The example of tuber is potato. These are the vegetative propagation cells which are presented in plants. Next coming topic is grafting. I hope you all are understood the previous topic. Do you think what is grafting? Grafting means the process of cutting one plant and attaching the another plant to it by cutting the stem is known as grafting. Shall I show the picture of grafting? Yes, 1 second. Yes, this is the picture of grafting. Like this, we will cut the plant and we will attach another plant. Next topic is layering. Do you know what is layering? The process of producing another plant from the soil without any sowing the seeds is known as layering. Shall I show the picture of layering? Yes, once again. This is the picture of layering. In this way, the vegetative propagation we will observe in the plants. Next coming topic is observing rhizopause in the bread. It is very important topic in this chapter. Do you think what is rhizopause? Rhizopause means it is a bacteria which was presented in bread. To know the rhizopause in bread, we have to do an experiment. Materials required to observe the rhizopause under a microscope is bread, microscope, water, watch glass and one cover slip. First of all, take bread mold and keep that bread mold under the cover slip and keep one watch glass on the bread mold and add the drop of water in the bread mold and keep that apparatus under the microscope and you observe. We will observe the structure like this. First of all, we will observe rhizopause growing on bread like this. In this way, we will observe. Later, under the microscope, we will observe the rhizopause in this way. If you went closely, means we will observe the rhizopause like this. We can observe the spores also here. In this way, the rhizopause activity was completed. Next coming topic is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means the process of producing young ones by the involvement of two parents is known as sexual reproduction. To know the betterly, we have to know the male reproduction system and female reproductive system. First of all, I will show the male reproductive system. 1 second. This is the male reproductive system. These are testes. These two are testes. On the testes, epididymis is there. It is a connecting point between seminal duct and testes. And do you know what is urinary bladder? Urinary bladder means the bladder which stores urine is known as urinary bladder. Do you know ureters? The ureters will produce sperms through ureters. This is urethra. Through urethra onwards, the sperms was carried to male reproductive system to female reproductive system. Here, in between the urinary bladder and penis, a prostate gland is located. It sends the sperms to one reproductive system to another reproductive system. This is the vast difference which connect with urinary bladder to testis. Like this, the sperms was released. The sperms was released by male reproductive system, which is the process of spermatogenesis. Do you know what is spermatogenesis? Spermatogenesis means the process of producing sperms through male reproductive system is known as spermatogenesis. Do you know what is sperm? Through sperm only the new young one was formed at female reproductive system. Shall I show the picture of sperm? Yes, once again. This is the picture of sperm. The top of the sperm is known as aerosperm. It is nothing but head of the new young one. This is the head of the sperm. The middle of the sperm is their nucleus. The small gap between the tail and the head of the sperm is known as neck. In the below the neck, the mitochondria is there. Do you know what is mitochondria? Mitochondria is nothing but powerhouse of the cell. It stores the energy. In the mitochondria, the ATP is located. One ATP is nothing but 7,200 calories, and it is middle piece. And this all part is tail. It will the we will observe the sperm. We will automatically we will find out that a tadpole. Do you know what is tadpole? Yes, it is a tadpole is nothing but a small baby of frog. When we see sperm, automatically we will thought that it is an tadpole, but it is not a tadpole. It is a sperm. In this way, we observe the sperm. Next, coming to female reproductive system. Do you know what is female reproductive system? Yes, the female reproductive system means where the young ones are produced or gametes are produced is known as a female reproductive system. Shall I show the picture of female reproductive system? Yes, once again. This is the picture of female reproductive system. In this, these are ovaries. From here onwards only, the babies was adopted from sperm, and through there onwards the sperms was carried into the vagina. Through there the baby development was occurred. Here the ureter onwards the urine will send out of the body. In this way, the baby development was occurred in the vagina. Through here onwards, the fallopian tube. All the babies when the baby was born, on the time the fallopian tube plays a major role in birth of a baby. In this way, we will get new young ones. The next coming topic is Datura. I hope you all are understood the previous topic. Yes, do you know what is Datura? Datura nothing but it is an flower where the pollination was occurred in the flower. It is an asexual reproductive organ. In this, there is no involvement of two parents. Only it is a single parent involvement. Only the new young one was formed. The pollination was occurred. Do you know what is pollination? The process of entering pollen grains through stigma to anther is known as pollination. To form a new young one is known as pollination process. Do you know what are pollen grains? The grains which are transferred through air very easily. That grains is known as pollen grains. These are the foods of the sparrows, etc. This we will observe mostly on Datura flower. Through the pollination, this all the process will occur. Shall I show the picture of Datura? Yes, once again. This is the picture of Datura. The outer of the Datura flower we will call as a petal. The middle part of the Datura we will call as a stigma. This is stigma. Two structures was there. The top of the structure is known as anther. Through anther onwards, the pollination will occur. The anther was connected with ovary with a structure is known as filament. This is filament. Next, the stigma was connected with ovary with a structure called style. These all are connected with sepal outer membrane. It is green in color. At the bottom of the Datura was presented ovule and ovary. It is nothing but embryo sac. Yeah, humans in a female reproductive system also the embryo sac is present. In this way, the Datura flower was explained. Next coming topic is ovulation in ovule. Do you know what is ovulation? Ovulation means the process of sending food to flower is known as ovulation in the ovary. Shall I show the picture of ovulation in ovary? Yes. This is the fertilization in a plant. When the pollen grains fall on the stigma, through the stigma onwards, the pollen grains will enter into pollen tube. This is pollen grain. In this way, automatically the pollen grains enter into pollen tube. Automatically, the traveling totally it enters into ovule. This all process will occur in ovary. This is the structure of ovule. This is the structure of ovule. In that 7 nuclei are there. 7 nuclei are there. First of all, the 7 nuclei are presented at the middle of the ovule. After that, by the process of meiosis and mitosis, the cell division was occurred. So that only the 7 nucleus was divided from equator. 3 nucleus was settled at the top of the ovule, and 3 nucleus was settled at the bottom of the ovule, and 1 nucleus will settle at the middle of the ovule. This all the process will occur by the process of mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is very short process. Meiosis is very long process. In this way, the fertilization in plants was occurred. Next coming topic is how the sexual transmitted diseases was occurred. Do you think how the sexual transmitted diseases was occurred? The sexual transmitted diseases was occurred by doing the sex again and again with another female is known as the sexual transmitted diseases was occurred. These are known as STDs. To avoid this STDs, we have to use condoms and properties, etc. to avoid the sexual transmitted diseases. To give awareness in people, some organizations are there. Do you know what are that organizations? One is Red Ribbon. This is the organization which gives awareness in humans to use condoms while doing sex. In this way, the Red Ribbon was helpful to humans to avoid the sexual transmitted diseases. We can in this way we can avoid the diseases like HIV, AIDS, and other. I hope you all are understood my words. Thank you for spending your valuable time for listening my words. Stay home, stay safe.